Whatever you call yourself is what people are going to call you. Yes. So that means the way you see yourself is the way people are going to see you, and people are going to view you, and people are going to take you, and people are going to respect you. So now we're going to be talking about how to take off the limits and add value to yourself. Limiting belief is actually a paramount thing these days because we tend to see teenagers and young adults going through this particular thing, and it is so rampant. You would hear things like, I am not good enough, this is not for me, or I can't do this. Why don't you take away the T and believe that you can do everything and anything you put your mind to do? Why don't you take the limit off? In these days, people are doing a whole lot, so why should it be you? Why do you think it should be you that cannot do it? Why do you think you cannot achieve the dream? Why do you think you cannot attain that career level? Why do you think you cannot have a good relationship or marriage? Why do you think you cannot attain that height in your academics? You cannot have A's. Why do you think you cannot do it? I've seen people that they actually have talent. They have everything it takes to become a very, very important person in life, but because of what they believe that they cannot do it because nobody, or maybe because of your family background, you've never seen anybody in your family do that kind of thing before. So you think you can actually lay on that foundation and think that, oh, I can't do it because I've never seen anybody in my family do this particular kind of thing before. Why don't you have the mindset of, because it has never happened before, I'm going to be breaking record and I'm going to be doing this. Remember that there is no limits and no boundaries. No boundaries, no limits, right? So in life, you have to recognize that there are some personal limitations. Sometimes the reason why some things are not working out is not because people hate you. It's not because you're not good enough. It's not even because of your family background. Sometimes things might or are not working out because of you. Yes, I know that people really do not like hearing that word, that you are the one limiting yourself, or you are the one holding that good thing back from yourself. But it could be you. It could be you not trying to talk to that person. It could be you not trying to read enough. It could be you trying to look down on yourself. Instead of you looking down on yourself, look up, brace up. Let your shoulders be high and say that I can do this, I can do this. Even the Bible says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And the theme of this video says no boundaries, no limits. So in life, there should be no I can't. This is not for me. You might be the one, it might be just one person that would help you. And because you feel like you're an introvert, you don't want to talk to this person, then you stop and break it from there, and you end up not having that job. I remember there was a time I was actually looking forward to having a particular job, and I really wanted to reach out to some people, but a little part of me was telling me that what if you reach out and you get a no? Actually, it could be you get, so what if you reach out and you get a no? So a part of me was, okay, I might not send it, let me just leave it. The next day I had the urge again, send this thing out, and I eventually sent it out. And trust me, from sending this thing to one particular person, I had a lot of clients. I had a lot of people messaging me, I want to get this. And I was like, ow, from one person. So what if I had limited myself that I don't want to message this person because I might not get a positive response, or she might not even want to reply me or do this thing for me. What if I've limited myself? Maybe I would have had low sales, or I might not have that publicity like the way I had it. Do you get? So part of those things are like, if I didn't do it, it would have been me limiting myself. Nobody limiting me, no friends, no family, nobody. It is just you. That is why I said sometimes it could be you. It could be the way you think. You need to really think, have a good mindset that, oh, I can do this. And you will see yourself doing exploits, doing things that are unimaginable, doing things that even you cannot imagine yourself doing them. I encourage self-reflection, because when you give time to reflect, it makes you and help you know more about yourself. When we do devotion, I'm not talking about devotion now. We do devotion to read the Bible, study the word, and pray, right? But take time. It could be in the morning, it could be in the evening. Take time to think about yourself. Think about how your day has been. Because when you take time to reflect, you get to know some things about yourself more. Even you, do you know enough? Like, do you know everything about yourself? I know that we might not really get like 100% everything, like accuracy and everything like that, but take time to know yourself. Take time to know your strength, know your weaknesses, know your fears. When you know your strength, you know things that you are like me, my strength. Maybe I could talk and I could make things possible. I could encourage. I love talking to teenagers, encouraging them. So I saw these things as part of my strength. So I'm already working towards it. I see that I love writing. I love writing a lot. So I looked at my life and said, okay, I think I have a story that could encourage teenagers. I have to say, okay, no, I want to write a book because I love writing. I love teenagers. So let me put my strength into something that can be productive. Do you get? So when you take time to reflect on yourself, you get to know some things more about yourself. You get to know your weaknesses. This thing, I cannot do it. This can be as funny as I can't swim. Okay, maybe I can learn, yeah, but I can't do it. That's part of my weaknesses. So if I want to overcome that, I could say, let me opt in for swimming classes. Let me start learning how to swim, and I can be a pro. Do you get? So I get to know my weaknesses because I know I can't do this, I can't do that. I get to know my strength because I put time. I give myself time. I have to know and see that these are the things I can do. These are the things that I cannot do. I got to see my fears. Okay, my fear is maybe when I enter the water. Maybe when I enter the water to swim, the water will carry me away. It could be as funny as that. But my fear, I remember when I was in primary school and secondary school, my fear was if I talk to people, they would snub me. Maybe they don't like me. Maybe I'm not in their clique as whatever. So I had that fear. So whenever I want to speak with people, I'm always thinking about it that am I sure they would respond? Am I sure I'll get a positive feedback from them? Because I had that fear. So I started working on it. Because I cannot continue this way. I really cannot have this mindset till eternity. Like I cannot. It will really affect me. Like it will slow things down. And sometimes it might make some things not possible. That could be a sad news, but that's the truth. So you have to start working on it. Okay, I don't know. Is it that I don't know how to really talk with people? Is it that I don't know how to really make friends? Is it that I don't really know how to do this? Let me work towards it. Let me put more effort. Let me see. Let me try from here. Let me try from there. So you have to start putting effort, and then you'll see all these things become so productive, and you see yourself doing well. As a young person, you have to really work on your mindset because everything flows from what you have in your mind. If you have it in mind that, oh, I cannot do well academically, maybe you really might not come out in flying colors. But if you have the mindset that I can do all things, I can really do this, I can do this, even if your lecturer is the most annoying person in this universe, trust me, you will still have your hair. You will still have your hair because your lecturer will not be a determinant of your failure or your success. You will put effort. So your mindset really goes a long way. Do you have the mindset of I can? Or do you really have the mindset of I can't? So you have to stay. You can't stay on defense of in this aspect I can, in this aspect I can't. No, you have to decide and stay in a particular place. Trust me, when you have the mindset of I can do all things, even if the particular thing is very, very difficult, you will know how to scale through. You will scale through. You have to know that you have to have the mind of God. As a believer, we have to have the mind of God, and the mind of God is not a failure. Our Father is not a failure. So why should you think as a failure? Our Father would not limit himself or anything. So why should you limit yourself? So these are the questions that come to my mind, that if God cannot be this, why should I be it? If God cannot do this, why should I do it? Remember, the theme of this video is no boundaries, no limits. As a believer, no boundaries, no limits. Let nothing limit you. Tell it to yourself. Like, look into the mirror. If you have to wake up every morning, look into the mirror and tell yourself, hi, Jumoke, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Hi, I'm going to have a beautiful future. I am going to have a successful career. I'm going to have good results in my academics. Look into the mirror, tell yourself, declare, confess. Declare the word of the Lord. Confess it into your life. I am this, I am that. And before you know it, the things you confess, the things you say to yourselves, it will gradually become your reality. It would become your reality, and before you know it, you see yourself as that person that can do all things, that successful person in career, that brilliant person. Do you get? So we have to intentionally put this in work. It's something that we have to intentionally do. Trust me, you have to put effort in it and intentionally say to yourself, I can do this and I will do this. Remember, no boundaries, no limits. You have the mind of God, therefore you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Thank you for watching.